Glasgow Warriors have lost 2 of their last 3 fixtures in the Rabodirect Pro 12, and despite only the last one being against the competition leaders Ulster, their form must be slightly concerning them as they head towards the real crunch time of the season. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Rabodirect Pro 12. We are following our selected team for the season, the Glasgow Warriors, who are having a little slump of form at the moment, losing their last 2 of their last 3 matches in the competition. Of course, last week it was Ulster that pipped them 10 points to 5, but of course in between those 2 matches they had a good win, big time win, getting a big 28-5 win over the Newport Gwent Dragons. So that is not all doom and gloom for the Glasgow side, but a bit of concern as they look to face the travelling Cardiff Blues team. The change for today sees Hogg return and Maitland move in one to the number 14 jumper on the right wing. He replaces Seymour, who makes his way back to the bench. The Cardiff Blues are the visitors for today, and they are travelling here to face the Glasgow Warriors. They are, well, they're not going too well, but they are still going better than some teams that have already beaten the Glasgow side this season. They are 9th in the table, and they'll be looking to matches like the loss against Edinburgh and the loss to Zebri that Glasgow faced just a few weeks ago. They'll be looking to that for inspiration on how to beat this team, and with some brilliant young talent throughout their squad and some seasoned veterans like Warburton and Cuthbert, they'll know that they can do it if they turn up on the day. The interesting thing here is Halfpenny is out with a red card, of all things. They will really struggle at the back, but it is Dan Fisher who comes in to replace him in the number 15 jumper. Of course, Glasgow did beat the Cardiff Blues last time they met, so they'll be looking to that to give them the hope leading into this match as Patchell gets us underway. Kickoff for the Rabodirect Pro 12 is all underway already as we've got a drop ball from Vernon, and straight away the mistakes are coming for Glasgow. Matawalu goes right, changes his mind and goes left. That's a good change too. Let's give Vandermeer some space. Oh, Vandermeer has thrown it in, but are we still going there? Oh, I think we were too, and Navidi is put into touch. I'll get his name right eventually. Navidi into touch for the Cardiff Blues. Somehow Vandermeer got that ball back in the field of play. Remarkable stuff. It is taken down from Swinson, and Jackson runs it in. McGeegan, form player at the moment, gives it to Lamont. A brilliant tackle. Lamont taking bootlaces and all from Robinson. Here's Matawalu, short pass to Swinson, who's still out on the left side. Jackson out the back door. Vandermeer goes around the corner to Kallick, and he stumbles into a tackle. Cardiff taking things in their stride at the moment as Matawalu goes to Lamont. Oh, Lamont's through. Can he link up with someone? No, he dummies. But no one's at home for Glasgow at all. And it's slow ball coming back for Jackson. Oh, he's noticed no fullback in place. He goes around the corner, down the short side, and the try opening up the account for the Warriors goes to Jackson. And a great play from the fly half gets the first points of the match. And the Glasgow Warriors hit the lead thanks to that man Jackson. Well, it was a great play. You see him look up and he sees all this open space down the short side. He guns for it. No questions asked. No commitment from the defence at all. And it was just too easy. He's not the fastest man on the paddock as Jackson, but he had plenty of gas to finish that job. A great 5-pointer to start this match for the Warriors. A match they need to win too to get their season back on track. There's only approximately 5 or so games left, so things need to pick up here for the Warriors. He'll have an attempt at converting his own try, Jackson, and no worries there. He nails that one, and we have a 7-0 scoreline for the Glasgow Warriors over the Cardiff Blues. And we're about to get back to kickoff through Patchell. Another young fly half of immense talent coming in for the Welsh side as Hall. Oh, not the best pass. A couple of wobbly ones out the back door. Oh, Strauss is lucky. He got the hand to that. because that could have been the video away. Here's McGeegan. Oh, massive gap for McGeegan. Can he link up now? He looks wide for Maitland. Oh, he's dropped the pill. Unbelievable stuff from Sean Maitland. He is having the season of disasters at the moment as Sean Maitland hit him in the face. Oh,
Crouch.
What's the chances? He is one of the best players on the paddock.
Sit.
He just can't catch a break for the Glasgow side at the moment. All season, he has just been subpar and has the luck of the worst thing you could think of. It's a scrum for Cardiff. And Williams goes to Patchell, who gets smashed. Wide, there's space and numbers. It's Williams. Williams steps. He goes around everyone. Hall gets to commit. No, in the end, it's Van der Merwe that commits. And he's going to, no, he's not going to be penalised. Van der Merwe didn't look like he was going to release him. He's taken away there nicely from Williams. And Lloyd Williams takes it to the line. Short side play again from the number 8. Big pass over the top. And a try for Cardiff. Who gets the credit for that? I wouldn't even see who it was. It was a massive pass and then a big dive. And it's Josh Navidi. Oh, fantastic work from the open side flanker. Who was that there? It was the number 6. It was Warburton that delivered the pass to his fellow flanker. Spectacular finish from Cardiff, but it was very 1-2. Look at this. There it was. He was almost diving as he caught it. And he gets the reply for the Cardiff Blues in their away strip today. Both teams clashing with a dark blue coloured strip, but it's Reece Patchell who will have the conversion attempt from fairly right out in front. 22 gone, and he just slots that one over nice and delicately. Nothing too fancy from the youngster. And he ties things up, 7 apiece. The Glasgow Warriors and the Cardiff Blues all tied up here. Rabodirect Pro 12 kicks on here with Glasgow to get things back underway with Jackson. The try scorer already. Kicks off to the left side he goes and waiting for it. Oh, but it's taken from Williams and he kicks deep down. And McGeegan is waiting for it. Gets it to Lamont. Well, they're keeping it tight. They're keeping it short here. As Van der Merwe gets hammered into touch after putting the shoulder into a couple of the defenders. The numbers eventually get the better of him. He gets driven into touch. And a line out coming the way of the Cardiff side. Reece will throw, and oh, it's stolen nicely. And Matawalu, he hasn't done much recently, but he's linked nicely at the back of the line out, and he scampers upfield. A good gain of 20 odd metres. That is great work from the scrum half. Here they come now, Glasgow. McGeegan, oh, where's the fullback for the Cardiff Blues? McGeegan on Williams, no chance. Try to Glasgow, and they retake their lead. Thanks to McGeegan, who has been one of the best players in the competition from recent weeks. The gap was minuscule, but he made it work. He went through it, and then the chase was on. The two centres, Williams and McGeegan, in the end, couldn't catch him. Great work from McGeegan. He's just enough speed, and hasn't he made that jumper his own? That number 12 inside centre is all his now. Form player in this Warriors side. And he's making every post a winner at the moment. Frequently scoring tries, frequently breaking the line. And they'll be happy to have him, all the Glasgow Warriors. Especially if he keeps up this form. Here's Jackson to convert. Right out in front, makes it 14 points to 7. And the lead is good for a 7-pointer. Cardiff Blues are looking very good as well, though both teams regularly breaking the defensive line. The talk at halftime will surely be about defence here as Patchell kicks off once again. Deep down into the 22 of Glasgow. Oh, and Matawalu gets driven backwards and a big hit. But still retains possession. Away to McGeegan again, nice play. Lamont straightens. Oh, gets hit heavily from the side and loses possession. Completely isolated. Turnover from Evans, and they spread it wide. Out there is the flanker Warburton, and he's drilled into touch. Quick release play there from Cardiff. They flicked it out to that right-hand wing very quickly. But the result didn't come as the defence was tight onto things. Swinson puts it down. Matawalu goes to Jackson, shaping to kick. He got hammered.
Release.
The defence has to regather around him. So does the attack as Swinson again involved. Lamont. Oh, that's a horrible play from Lamont. Van der Merwe and Lamont getting all mixed up, and then the pass just bobs out to touch. And that is a big mistake from Glasgow already. Half-time goes. Buzzer's gone, it's a 7-point lead, it's gone to the bang, nicely taken from Palu. Now they look wide, Lamont puts a hit on, but it's there for Patchell. He goes to Robertson, back inside, keeping it tight now with Williams, giving it to Patchell again. And Patchell goes through a little bit of a gap, quickly closes on him. As Cardiff slowly get the ball back. Here's Williams, massive high tackle, no shoulders there at all from Cusack. And he's guilty of giving away a big penalty, but it could be saving his team 7 points here. Cardiff, will they opt for the 3 to end the half? They do. When you have the reliability of Reece Patchell, I guess you can have that comfort of saying, let's take 3, head to the break. Here's a shot. It's a nice one too. It adds a 3, and it is 14 points to 10. As we head to half time, it is the Glasgow Warriors leading this Rabodirect Pro 12 match by just a paltry 4 points. We head to the sheds for half time, and the stats, we can have a look at what the possession and territory, complete opposites there. 63 for Glasgow for possession, but 62% territory for the Cardiff Blues. Line breaks fairly even, 4-3. Glasgow nudging that one ever so slightly. The Cardiff Blues forced to do a lot more defending though, making double the tackles in that first 40 minutes. Of course, that 3-point penalty could be the difference between these two sides come the end of today's match. If the Cardiff Blues can creep back in, one scoring play is all they need. Glasgow will have to be on their toes and get themselves some more tries. Of course, they already have 2, and how important would 2 more be in the second half as they look for that elusive bonus point, which they've hardly seemed to get all season long. As we head into these final few rounds, just 5 more remaining after today, if my maths is correct. And the lead is just 4, and so 4, or possibly 5 valuable points at stake here for both these two teams. Glasgow hanging on to their top 4 spot by a thread. Can they get a win to help them on their way? Stick around, the second half is coming right up. Jackson's got 1 try to his name already. He's been fairly impressive today for Glasgow. And he'll kick the second half back underway, and it's gone to the right-hand side where fumble fingers Maitland tries to take it, but eventually he gets a big tackle on Pretorius. Williams again tries to go down around the ruck area, but gets hammered once again and puts his side in a whole world of trouble as they lose the ball. Matawalu for Strauss, good pass from him. Oh, brilliant to McGeegan. McGeegan's through the line. He grubbers twice. He won't get the final play as it's picked up from Cuthbert, and he runs 5 meters away. Trouble though is Jackson. Can he get the ball out? Van der Merwe couldn't finish it. The pass was a bit too awkward for him to take down. Matawalu goes wide. McGeegan, surely has to be a try here. Lamont waits. He gives it to Maitland. He doesn't drop this one. And a vital try to the Glasgow Warriors. And a vital try to Sean Maitland. You saw Lamont, he just had to hold up. It was 2-on-1. The defence wouldn't commit. Either way, he made them commit. Watch it here. Here is Lamont, the outside centre, made him commit to him before getting the perfect pass away to Sean Maitland, who dots down for a rare try this season, but they'll all be hoping that is a change of form for the superstar winger. But that was all Lamont. Credit the outside centre for that play. Maitland gets the benefits, but they need that man full of confidence if they're going to be a threat in the postseason, if they can even make it. Focus though is beating the Cardiff Blues, and that try will go a long way towards that. Here's Jackson's conversion attempt. Of course, he initiated a break earlier on in that play. This conversion is flawless. And he gives their lead nicely out to 11 points. And with 49 minutes gone, Patchell and his squad of 14 other players will be looking to get those points back now. Short kick. Oh, well, that's a nice play too. Vernon gets it and he's all flustered up. He loses it forward and it's picked up from the Blues. Nividi takes it up nicely. Advantage is over and Jackson gets another turnover on the ruck. Strauss, nice play from him to Van der Merwe. What can he finish here? Oh, no way through there. Great tackle from Fish. Matawalu swings it. Big ball out to Lamont. McGeegan, he's on hand. Nicely done too. Maitland has to come in and pick it up. Swinson gets it. Gives it back to McGeegan. Swings away from one and Jackson gets the ball in a thumping tackle at the same time. Strauss, he'll run it to the left side. McGeegan, always instrumental. Swinson nicely does it. Oh, Van der Merwe, how did he get that pass away to Cusack? Kellick out the back door, goes straight to Navidi, who gives it nicely to Robinson, who's through one. Can't get away from another. Matawalu turns him over again. Oh, this is all sort of swings and roundabouts at the moment. It's Lamont. Now he's breaking the line. Steps through. Can he link up Van der Merwe? Van der Merwe will score. And the Glasgow Warriors are 4-try bonus pointers today. That is about as important as a try you will see from the Glasgow side this year. Doesn't matter who gets them, 4 tries is a massive, massive boost. But again, put that down to that man Lamont. He made that try. He made the defensive line crack. He split them open and then committed the fullback. Once again, there it was. He got around Cuthbert. And then it was curtains for Van der Merwe, who gets the try. He gives them a big lead and the 4-try bonus point, which will be so important for the Warriors. Especially looking at the table, they've struggled to get the points all season long, the bonus points. And with still 20 minutes to go, could pile on a world of pain here to the Cardiff Blues. Here's Jackson, another good conversion. And he has been very nice today as Jackson, running very well, kicking extremely well. And already the scoreline as it is now, this is the 3rd highest scoreline by a Glasgow side this season. Hunter has been good in the front row. Van der Merwe, oh, this is outstanding stuff. It's going to be a double for Jackson. Oh, take a bow. That is brilliant. He dots down instantly after the kickoff, and with the conversion to come, this now makes it the 2nd highest scoring game for the Glasgow Warriors. 33 points. If he can nail this conversion, it will pass the 33-3 win over Treviso. Records are tumbling here. Jackson bags the double. The fly half has been immaculate. His form is pleasing for any Glasgow fan. On hand from the Van der Merwe pass. And even Maitland's got a try. It's all happening here for the Warriors. He's had a nice points haul, this man. You tally them up at the end of the match, but it's definitely a good effort no matter what way you look at it. 15 still to go. Lines up another easy conversion. And make no mistake, that's 2 more points to that man's name. Jackson takes him out to 35. And the 2nd highest points scored from the Glasgow Warriors this season. It didn't look like it at 14-10 at half time. Cardiff are right in the match, but boy, Glasgow have hammered home the points in the 2nd half as Vernon takes the ball nicely down from the kickoff.
Release.
Gives it to Swinson, who's going to promptly lose it. And now Cardiff have the chance to mount some points of their own. Oh, nice break from Jenkins. Pops it out wide for Cuthbert. Into the corner. Oh my goodness, it's a try. That is a try. That is a brilliant try. You can't say much else. That was just the ultimate response. Hampulo gets it down. Watch this in awe. We've seen this once before, but look at this from Jenkins. Pops it out for Cuthbert, opens it up, and then the tackle. Oh, wow. Vernon put in the best effort he could, but that is a spectacular finish. A special finish from the big lock. Vernon looked like he did the damage, but no. Touch and go. They don't want to see it again. They've awarded the try. And that is something straight out of the top drawer from the Cardiff Blues. Patchell with 10 to go will line up another conversion. Hits it way out on the right. It is a sweetly struck kick from Patchell. He makes them look so timid and breezy through the sky, night sky. And they just slowly twinkle their way between the sticks. Beautiful kick from Patchell. But he's been outplayed here from the Glasgow number 10, Jackson. Definitely all the plaudits go to him today. He kicks off again, and Lamont chases, but it is not picked up. It is nicely claimed again from the Blues. Van der Merwe. Oh, he's taken in a big tackle. Slow to respond there with Glasgow, and they're going to lose possession as a result. Once again, they've really let themselves down when it comes to the breakdown as Pretorius has a little run. Now it's with Andrews. He goes wide for Williams. Back inside, keeping this with the forwards as Andrews gets the ball again. Now they go wide for Robinson. Robinson getting away nicely from one. It's hauled on Robinson. Back inside. It's going to be a try for Williams. The outside centre linking up with his winger. Great pass and a great try. That is a third for the Cardiff Blues. 22 they have now. Glasgow are lucky they've got such a big lead, because it's slowly, well, not really, it's quickly disintegrating. Hogg had to commit to Robinson, and he gave the easy finish to Williams, who made no mistake, having the speed to get away from Lamont. There was the mistake. It was a missed tackle from the front row Hall. The hooker missing that tackle on Robinson. That opened up the space. That broke the line. And from there on in, it was a great finish from Williams. And this match has been a real try-fest. That is 7 tries for this match. And there's 3 minutes to go. We should have a restart. And we will, as Patchell nails another kick. As it drifts through the night sky. Another beautiful one from Patchell. 35-24. A real scoreline today for anyone watching this one. Glasgow Warriors have it in the bag as time ticks down, but it's very close. Sure, it's closer than they would have liked as Lamont makes a desperate tackle on Cuthbert. And eventually it has to come out, and there we go. Now they get the penalty, not releasing. Cuthbert's keen on arguing, but they're not interested. What's the call going to be from the captain? He says, tap it. Jackson does exactly that and gives it to Cusack. Oh, the big prop. It's true. He needs, he's looked for the pass. Williams has picked it up, and it's come away for Evans. But what a run from Cusack. He nearly made it all the way. It's just short play and a high tackle on Andrews. Matawalu catching him high around the neck. And we have a penalty now for the Cardiff Blues. Patchell has the ball in hand. Are they going to want to play on? They do play on. This is good stuff from the two sides, wanting to keep the entertainment flowing, and they look through the squad now, left to right. Vernon can't make the tackle on Cuthbert, but Van der Merwe does, and he makes a special one too. Andrews with a short pass, beautifully in the tackle from Warburton. Here is Reese going through, dragging a couple of players on his way. Again, it's with Williams, who goes short, back into his forwards, turnover from Hall. Oh, now that's a good play. Cusack, intercepted! And just about had all the space to run away. Advantage quickly over. And we're still going here, both sides keen to play the ball. There's a brilliant try scorer, Pulu. Now they go wide. And it's there with Cuthbert once again on Van der Merwe. And no way through there. He's taken down, and Glasgow have a few numbers there, but not enough to turn over the ball. Davies picks up and goes himself. Now gives it to Williams, who forces Lamont into a tackle, and Lamont forces a turnover. This is brilliant stuff. McGeegan looking wide for Maitland. He's got no way through there. Strauss, good ball, and Strauss gets up over halfway to the 10-metre line. But again, Cardiff numbers and turned over. This is good stuff here from the Blues, really keeping possession and putting the pressure on the Glasgow possession. 95 gone now. That's with the big number 8 Pistorius, who goes to the left side with Robinson. And he goes to ground on halfway, and Glasgow look like they might effect a turnover now, and they do. Matawalu runs it out. McGeegan spreading it to Lamont. Lamont runs the angles. Now he commits a defence, but Cusack has to come back the other way. Swinson, the big lock, gives it back to Matawalu, who goes wide for Jackson. He's looking up for Maitland, and Maitland's drilled into touch. And we'll close the match off with a subdued finish, with both teams keen to attack, unable to finish, and the sideline beats them all as we go full time. The Glasgow Warriors getting a big win, 5 points in the bank from today's game over the Cardiff Blues, who don't bank anything whatsoever. It was a try fest, both teams making numerous tries, 8 altogether for the two sides, 35-24. I think even I lost track of how many tries there were. I remember saying there was 7 at one point, but now 8 with 3 tries coming for the Cardiff Blues. They couldn't quite keep that 4th one in, and as a result they go home without any points, losing by 11. It's not enough to get you a bonus point these days, and the Glasgow side, they take all 5 points. And from that match, the try scorers go to Jackson with a pair, Vandermerwe, McGeegan and Maitland with 1 apiece. Jackson flawless with the boot, getting 5 conversions, 10 points from his conversions and 10 points from his tries, giving him a haul of 20 points today. Great work from the fly half. As for the Cardiff Blues, well, they stormed back into it late on in the second half. Tries for Paulu, Nividi and Williams. Patchell got 3 conversions and the penalty to result them with 24 points. It was 4th versus 9th, but it was a real entertaining match. The Glasgow showing their intent to attack, and Cardiff did the same right from the outset. The Warriors, though, they dominated position and territory from the second half, and the Cardiff Blues had to make do with a couple of opportunistic chances late on that second spell. Tackles were high, 47-68. That's a very high tackling match, over 100 altogether. And handing errors, that is a massive stat. 19-0. How do you make 19 handing errors yet win by a scoreline like this? That is quite remarkable from the Glasgow side. They've taken 5 points. Let's check out the table and see where they sit now. They were in 4th. They should still be nicely around there, and see how they set up as we go to the final few matches of the Rabodirect Pro 12. So that is round 17, all done and dusted, and results from that round have seen Zebri with a big win over Connacht, as the Glasgow Warriors just witnessed the win over the Cardiff Blues. Ospreys with a 27-13 win over Munster. Leinster thrashing the Dragons. Scarlets with a win over Edinburgh. And Ulster carrying on their merry winning ways with a thumping win over Treviso. 3 matches from round 18 already. Treviso bounced back from that thumping to take a 6-point win over the Cardiff Blues. Zebri 32-18 over Scarlets, but Ulster once again 67-3 over Edinburgh. That looks nicely for round 18. For Leinster, who will host the Glasgow Warriors, we'll get to that shortly. Let's have a look at the standings, and it is Leinster who are sitting in 2nd place. A massive lead of nearly 20 points over the 4th place Glasgow Warriors. That is a massive gap. 58 they sit on at the moment, 10-point lead over Munster, who are in 5th place, and they trail 8 points behind Ospreys. So the top 4 is near on all but decided. Ulster look like not losing anything. Leinster are strong with a 9-point lead over 3rd place Ospreys as well. As for the rest of them, it's going to be a hard task there for Munster to get up that 10-point difference. Glasgow are starting to get bonus points though. They're up to 6, which compared to everyone below them, they only trail 1 side, and that is Munster, who are in 5th place. So that is good. That is great really for the Glasgow Warriors. Round 18 is what we have next, and that is Glasgow travelling away to Leinster for round 18 of the Rabodirect Pro 12. Hope to see you all there. That is going to be a cracking match. If the Glasgow side can put a dent into the 2nd place Leinster, it will be very much deserved. as we head into these final few matches, 5 to go. There's Glasgow. Away to Leinster, round 18. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's match, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.